my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Capricorn for the month of August 2021. Please keep in mind that this is just a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with each and every one of you, but please do take what does resonate with you, leave the rest behind, okay? And also be sure to check out your moon and rising signs as well if you feel like that this video does not resonate for you. If you like my video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And also check out the link below in my description box for the personal readings that I do offer at my Etsy shop. All right, Capricorns, we are going to go ahead and get started with your reading. So I am going to call in the lovely angels and spirit guides for the collective sign of Capricorn to see what messages they have for you for the month of August 2021. This will be a 5-card spread. First card will look at what your overall energy will be in August. Second card will look at what the theme of the month will be. Third card will look at any challenges that may be present. Fourth card will look at how you should be responding to those challenges. And last but not least, the fifth card will it will be advice from your beautiful angels and spirit guides, okay? I will also clarify these cards to see if we can dig a little deeper into the messages and paint a bigger picture for you guys as well. And lastly, I will pull an oracle card with an affirmation attached to it so that we can have an affirmation to take with you all for the month of August, something that you can read to yourself daily, weekly, monthly, however often you would like to do, all right? So let's go ahead and get started, my Capricorns, and see what messages we have for you for August. All right, so beautiful angel spirit guys, please show me what the overall energy is. Oh, that like blew out. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles as your overall energy. All right, show me what the theme of the month will be for Capricorns, beautiful angels and spirit guides. Show me what the theme of the month will be for our lovely Capricorns in August. What will the theme be for that month? What will the theme be? Oh. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, and what will the challenge be for the month? What challenge may be present in the month of August for Capricorns, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors? Please guide me and show me clearly what challenges may be present. Oh. Okay, and so we have the Six of Wands in your challenging position. And how should Capricorns respond to these challenges? Beautiful angel spirit guides, please guide me and show me clearly. How should they respond to the challenges? All right, so we have the Two of Swords in your response, making a tough decision. And last but not least, what advice do you have for them in the month of August? Beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. What advice do you have for them? Oh. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. And then in your underlier here is the Temperance card, which is doing things in moderation, okay? So I feel like some of you Capricorns are ready to like make some type of movement away from some situation, or maybe it's time for something to come to an end. For your position, your overall energy, you do have the Knight of Pentacles, and Knights are all about moving forward, taking action. The Knight of Pentacles, however, he's more slow and steady, right? So he's not as fast as the other Knights to rush off into action. So even if you see here at how he looks kind of backwards on, to maybe the situation here. You have the Ten of Swords. It's like kind of like he's looking towards that, but his horse is facing forward. So it's as if to say, he's being practical about this move forward. And it's almost as if he's saying, do I want to ride away from this this situation of hurt, regret, pain? Do I want to move away from it? Like you can see, he's not like off in the wind like the other nights would be. He's kind of stagnant there, still looking behind. Okay, not really looking towards the future like his horse is. So maybe some of you in August are, really debating moving onward, or you're being cautious about moving onward. So it's not that you don't want to move or that you won't move. It's just that you're being a little bit cautious about it. And you're being practical about it. So you're not rushing into whatever this 10 of Swords is that you want to leave behind. You're not rushing away from it, okay? So you definitely, the theme is to get over, maybe this is something that has to come to an end, maybe in the sense, someone has hurt you or caused you some type of grief or some type of pain, but you're still kind of reluctant to let this person or this situation go. Like maybe you feel like there's still some type of hope, so you're being cautious about moving on, or really weighing out the pros and cons of moving on with this Knight of Pentacles, because Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady, wins the race, rather than rushing right into it. All right, and the challenging position is, being the Six of Wands is all about being victorious, right? So this is this in your challenging position is, maybe you're not ready to take that leap and be the one who prevails. Maybe you feel like I feel like saying like you feel like you'll be victimized if you prevail in this situation. So maybe you don't want to stand out in the spotlight and be rewarded for your conquest of moving on, because maybe you feel like you'll be the underdog and the person looked at as not necessarily being in the right in a situation. So maybe in this case you're thinking more so of the other person than you are thinking about yourself, because even like I mentioned here, you see this Knight of Pentacles. He's like, he could easily just go into the night with this horse and move forward, but he's still kind of focused on what's left behind him. And even though what's left behind him might have caused him hurt and heartache, he still worries about this person, right? He's still concerned about this person. So maybe moving forward would be the right thing to do, but maybe necessarily you're not ready for that big change of being, victorious over the situation. Maybe you want to pick this person up and have them ride into the night with you. And even though that might not be the best decision for you to make, that's kind of where you maybe stand, because in the response position to the challenges, you have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is all about making tough decisions. And you have the moon there in the background, which is, just saying that not all things are clear to help you with a decision, even with the cloudiness in the sky and the moon being there, and even with her eyes being shielded, she doesn't have everything she needs to make that choice. She doesn't feel like maybe part of her is invested in the one sword and another part of her is invested in the other sword. But if you look here, they're both intertwined. So to separate them is to not know what result would come from that. Okay, so maybe that's why instead of moving on and being victorious and being proud of yourself for leaving the situation, you're kind of more so in a binding spot of not knowing what to choose or which way to go. All right, and the advice from Spirit is to it's the Page of Pentacles, which is, for me, new beginnings, fresh starts, messages coming in normally. So this is just like looking towards the future from a grounded perspective. Okay, so just being able to make the decisions that's going to allow you the opportunity of forward movement. Okay, a movement that's going to allow you to stay grounded within self, a movement that's going to allow you to grow, a movement that's going to allow you to prosper. Okay, be able to take your ideas and advance with them. So even though it may be a tough decision for you to make, just the advice from spirit is to be ready to be wise in this choice that you have to make, and to be able to be ready to start this fresh new opportunity that will allow you to progress and move forward. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and clarify these cards, and I did pre-shuffle already, so I'm just going to go right in and clarify. So beautiful angels and spirit guides, please clarify for me the Knight of Pentacles in the position of overall energy for the month for Capricorns. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles for me, please. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here in the position of overall energy? Okay, so then you have the King of Fire. Okay, and this is also the King of Wands. So I feel like this could be saying that someone is moving away from someone who possesses the King of Fire attributes. And the Wand suits are usually the fire signs, which consists of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with someone from that sign, or if not that sign, someone who possesses the attributes of these characteristics of a King of Wands. Okay, so they're usually very confident people. They're very prideful. They're very sure of themselves. They are definite leaders, okay, and they like for people to follow them. So they like to share on what they have. So maybe, like I say, this is someone that you're dealing with who has these characteristics, someone who's very I don't want to say arrogant, but very sure of themselves, okay? And maybe this person has caused you some type of disappointments or heartaches in the past, had some backstabbing moments, but you're not sure if you're 100% ready to let go of this person yet. All right, so then please clarify for me the Ten of Swords in the position of the theme of the month. And tens for me too are also like endings and new beginnings. So it's just like saying, like, are you ready for this ending? Are you ready to move forward? Or do you kind of like want to look back on the past and seeing what's capable of being rebuilt? Okay. Clarify the Ten of Swords for me, please, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Clarify the Ten of Swords for me in the position of the theme of the month for Capricorns. Yep, so even like I just said with the tens being endings, you have the transformation card that clarifies that Ten of Swords, which is all about, well, it's actually the Tower, okay? And this is just like something has to be made, changes has to be made, okay? And sometimes you have to release and let go, of old ways. So you see how he's kind of reluctant. This knight is reluctant, even though he's on his horse and prepared to move forward. He's reluctant in doing so by kind of looking back onto the past. So this is definitely saying that with this ending, like, it has to completely come to an ending. All right, it has to be let go. It has to be released. Changes has to be made. So you have to learn from these moments, these Ten of Swords moments, so that you can allow for those changes to come through. All right, and it may be something that, because towers are all about unexpected moments of change, so it may not be something you're prepared to do. Which is why you may be a little reluctant here and moving forward, but it definitely is something that is going to have to take place. All right, clarify the Six of Wands for me, please, in the position of challenge of the month. So I don't know. I feel like it's saying like you don't want to be you feel like you don't want to be the bad guy, even though you weren't necessarily the bad guy. Because with the Six of Wands, which is normally a victorious card, being in a challenging position, it's like you don't want to be victorious in this. You don't want to be the winner in this. You know, you don't want to be the bad guy moving on from this situation, or the one, you know, responsible for the ending of this. But you have to, with that Two of Swords energy as a response, this is a tough decision that you are going to have to make. All right, beautiful angel spirit guides, please clarify that Six of Wands for me, please. Clarify the Six of Wands in a position of challenge for the month. Beautiful angel spirit guides, ancestors. Clarify that for me, please. Six of Wands. Clarify the Six of Wands for me, please. Oops. Okay. Yep, and so you have the Dreamer, which is the Fool, and it is in reverse. So just like I just stated, not really wanting to make those changes, you know, not really wanting that fresh start, okay? Not trusting in yourself and believing that you can make the right decision in this. So you're definitely being stagnant, and you don't want to be the person who's responsible for whatever changes have to occur. You don't want to be the person to make those changes, even though ultimately it is going to be up to you, because you have the Two of Swords there, which means that you have to make a tough decision in this situation. All right, so clarify the Two of Swords for me, please, beautiful angels and spirit guides, in the position of the response. Clarify the Two of Swords for me, please. Beautiful angel spirit guides, please clarify the Two of Swords for me, please. Clarify the Two of Swords, please. Why is the Two of Swords here in a position of response? Yeah, so some of you may be in a position of, do I stay, do I go? This person has, you know, caused me anguish, heartache, but I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the one that, even though I should, come out on top and be the victorious one and walk away from this, because then I feel like the bad guy in a situation. But this is definitely a transformation that needs to happen, and a tough decision that you will have to make. You know, right now you have the Dreamer in reverse, which is the Fool in reverse, not wanting to. Yeah, so then you have another reverse card. So you have the Three of Water, which is also the Three of Cups in reverse. And normally this is all about celebration and good times and happy times with friends and family. And with it being in reverse, this is just saying this call that has to be made, this tough decision that has to be made, will not be a reason to celebrate, you know, for one, or if not both of you, or however many parties may be involved. It's going to be the complete opposite of feeling victorious, or feeling out on top, or feeling like you have a reason to celebrate, right? And this is part of the reason why you are stuck and not knowing what decision to make. You know, you don't know if you're ready for this. You don't know if this is the best call to make. All right, but it's definitely something that is going to have to be made in whatever situation you're going through, Capricorn, for the month of August. Something has to be transformed. Something has to come to an end. You have to walk away from some ending. All right, and so we have the Queen of Fire, or also the Queen of Wands, in the position of advice from Spirit. And this is clarifying the Page of Pentacles. And this is just pretty much saying to, you know, get ready for a fresh start. ground yourself. And just really, the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Fire or Wands is all about being confident, okay? And all about being independent and just knowing what it is that she wants and going after it, okay? So don't feel like you're limited, or this choice that has to be made is going to limit you, because you still, if you believe in yourself, you realize that you do have the ability and the capabilities to do whatever you want, with or without people involved in your situation, okay? So maybe you're leaving behind someone who possessed King of Wands energy, and now it's time to step into your own Queen of Wands energy, okay? So it's time for you to not allow for someone to be your power, and for you to instead invest in and be your own power, okay, with this fresh start or this fresh opportunity for yourself. All right, and then your underlier for this deck is the Hermit. And so the only way you're really going to know which decision you have to make out of the tough decisions that are to be made is to go within. All right, go within. That way you really know which choice you're going to roll with in the end. Because right now you're afraid of to be the one out on top. You know, you're afraid to being the person who's looked at as, you know, you don't want to be the person who comes out on top, and you don't want to feel like, you know, maybe the person who you maybe consider leaving may be guilt tripping you, you know, guilt tripping you for your choice or your decision to want to move on and move forward. So it kind of leaves you in that stagnant situation where, you know, you're half in, half out the door, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. All right. But this is something that, you know, you're going to really have to go in, take the time to really clear your mind and have a set intention and focus on what outcome it is that you desire, you know. All right, so what message do we have for the lovely Capricorns? With an affirmation attached, beautiful angel, spirit guides, ancestors for Capricorns. What message do you have for them for the month of August 2021? What message do you have for them? Okay, and you all have B. Belief, sweet reward, productivity. And the affirmation is, with focus, intention, and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many beings. Believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. Take your interests and passions seriously, so you commit time and energy to their development and expression. When you live as your true self, doing work that has meaning for you, you are helping many more beings than you realize. Your inner light has a positively contagious effect. It lights up the lives of those around you. So let yourself shine. Do not be afraid to work hard, but also make time to enjoy your life. There is a distinct need for what you have to offer. Yeah, so this is about, you know, not being afraid to shine. You know, stepping out, not being afraid. Was that Six of Wands there? It's about being victorious. And for some of you, you're afraid to shine. You're afraid to let your light shine. And it could be because of a situation or circumstances that's hindering you, or maybe making you feel bad for being victorious and letting your light shine. But you have to realize when things need to come to an end, and it needs to be walked away from, okay? So that you can transform yourself, walk into your new path, your new beginning, and, you know, make decisions that will allow you to celebrate versus the opposite, okay? Standing in your power with that Queen of Wands energy there. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, so I really hope this reading resonated with most of you. If so, please be sure to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out the link below with my personal readings that I'm offering and my Etsy shop. All right, my lovelies, until next time, bye-bye.